What if I told you that everything you've ever heard about the 200 Ma is completely wrong, and you've heard about it, you've seen it everywhere? The 200 Ma is completely legendary. It's being discussed on every Twitter forum, under every YouTube video, in the comment section, everywhere on social media is discussing the 200 weekly moving average. It's gained enormous popularity, and I'm here to tell you that everyone is completely wrong about the 200 weekly moving average, and I'm going to show you what's going to happen instead, so you can have the facts and the charts and be well equipped for the future and what Bitcoin is gearing up for next, because as you know, Bitcoin likes to surprise everybody, and it has another trick up its sleeve. If you're new here, my name is Steve. Started in the stock market a little over 20 years ago and just made every mistake in the book. It was ugly. My life's missing after that. Once I figured out how to dominate this game was to help people like you and others not make all the ridiculous mistakes I did. I'm here to share my knowledge. Started in the crypto space in 2017, making videos right here on this channel, and our main focus is to help you use your crypto to gain financial freedom. Hit that subscribe button now. We're going to jump into it. On our chart, we're on the weekly chart, and we've got the 200 weekly moving average, the legendary 200 weekly moving average that's being discussed everywhere. And what you hear is that this 200 weekly moving average, we're not going below it. We're not going below it. This 200 weekly moving average has been historical, and it's held us up for so long. Every time it holds us up, we never go below it. It's holding us up, and by the way, right now it's at 22,000. That's what you see everywhere in the comments section. We're being held up by this support at 22,000. We're not going below it. There's no way. History tells you. Well, history doesn't tell you. And all of these comments are wrong, and I want to tell you what is potentially the more likely outcome, because what happens are two things. Number one, when you see the same comments over and over and over again across all social media about Bitcoin, that scenario never plays out. And then when you look at the facts, it's just simply not true. The fact is that everybody's saying we've never gone below this 200 weekly moving average is complete BS. We actually just recently went below it by a large margin in 2020. In fact, the only time in history where we didn't go below was 2018. But in 2020, we didn't just dip our heads in the water, and we didn't dip our toes in the water. We plummeted down below by 30% below the 200 weekly moving average. So for folks to say, hey, 22K, that's the level we're not going below, there's no way. History tells you. I don't know what drugs they're on, but I just want to come here to tell you the truth so you can remain level-headed and know the facts and the charts. Our channel focuses on the facts, no BS. And by the way, I'm going to give you my honest opinion in this video on what I expect to happen. How do I think we're going to play with this? Are we going to go 30 below? Are we not even going to get to the 200 Ma? I'm going to give you my honest opinion, but first we need to lay out the facts so that you've got sound decisions. What we focus on in this channel are the biggest moves in crypto. A little more than 3.5 months ago, we started preparing everybody that a mega crash was coming. We were at 48,000, and a lot of people in the herd didn't want to believe us, but we won the same thing back in 2018, and guess what? The herd didn't want to believe us there, and we had to make a crash in 2018. We're in the midst of a mega crash now, so this is what you've been wanting. Hit that subscribe button so you can get well equipped with the biggest moves that are coming. But let's take a look at some further facts so we know. Hey, just in 2020, we went below. We didn't dip our toe in the water. We plummeted 30% below this level that everyone seems to say we can't go below now. Let's look at the facts further, because in 2015, we actually plummeted below here a few times. In fact, we actually closed candles, multiple weekly candles below this level that people say we could never go below. It's not possible. History tells you the 200 Ma. We're not going below 22K, definitely not. Well, we've got evidence right here in front of us that actually in 2015, we had one candle closed below 233 candles, actually weekly candles closed below as resistance to this level that supposedly we can't go below. So how far below did we go here? Let's take a little measured move, and it turns out when you look at the facts, we actually went 30 below. So on two separate occasions, we plummeted 30 below this level that apparently, according to social media, we're definitely not going below. So I just wanted to point out these facts, because each time I see these comments, it makes me giggle a little bit. But I just want to come here and tell you the facts. So this one was at 30, this was 15. So we have three instances, two in 2015, one in 2020. All three went below. Two of them went below by 30, one of them by 15. So if you look at the history, the only time we didn't go below this level is 2018. That's the only time we didn't go below this level, so for you to have the false assumption that we're not going below here because of history without looking at the facts, I'm here to tell you it's completely wrong. Those people are on some crazy drugs and I want what they're having. Now let's get to what's really going on and let's get to a real assessment of the facts. What do we think is really going on here? Because another angle to this is that when everybody starts saying the same thing, it never happens, meaning if everybody starts saying that Bitcoin is going below this level or not going below this level, whatever everybody is saying in the herd, that never ever happens. Now everybody is saying we can't go below here, so it's probably likely we're going below now. How much are we going to go below? Or the scenario could be we come down here and we never even come close to touching it, and we go back to the moon. So there's two scenarios that I want to play out, and we'll see which one is more realistic. Are we going to be in the scenario that, hey, we're not going to break 29K, we're actually going to go to the moon and completely avoid this 200 weekly moving average, or are we going to plummet like a 30 below here? And if we did plummet 30-something% below, what price would that bring us? To which scenario is more likely, and what do I think is going to happen? Those are the more important questions. Now what I will say is during this bear market, education is key. You want to recover your losses, you want to get financial freedom, you want to be able to take care of your family. I've taken my 20 plus years of experience, condensed it down into the most powerful courses that will save you so much time and stress. And by the way, these courses are at a substantial discount because of this bear market, this bloody bear market, wherein if you go to cryptocareeruniversity.com, you're going to go and sign up today to take care of your family, to take care of the losses that you have ensued and start to turn everything around. Cryptocurrency.com, the all-in-one, is the most popular bundle. It's got trade alerts, it's got courses, and it's got support 24/7, 365. We're going to be there holding your hand right through this so we can turn this situation around for you. We've minted a lot of millionaires with these courses right here because they're game-changing, they're simple, easy to follow. The all-in-one is the most popular, and when you sign up with crypto, it's just an incredibly large discount. Go check it out right now. Back to the chart now. Here's what I'll say when this scenario plays out. What's happening right now, it's likely, it's more probable that we'll go below this line rather than bouncing from where we are to go to a new all-time high. What I will say, there's a few key charts here, and if we look at them, there's a couple keys here. Right now, when you look at the log growth curves, we're down here in this yellow line. This yellow line is where we hang out quite a bit in the bear market. Usually we dip our toe in the water a little bit through this yellow line from 2020, from 2015. You can see we're below it right now, so you can see that probably 90-something% of price action happens inside of this channel. Only on rare occurrences will peek our head right through the top, but we know, hey, it's not likely we're going to blaze through the top to go up to new all-time highs up here. It's likely it's going to be right around this yellow line. Same with the bottom. It's not likely we're going to blaze our head all the way through this bottom and come all the way down here. Now we'll just dip our toe in the water here, so you can see that almost all of price action happens in here. That's how you know we're near some type of short-term bottom, but probably not the long-term bottom. When we look at some other charts, you can see that we need on the Gaussian channel, we need to change to green in order to confirm our next bull run. We're not quite there, but we're in the golden zone. When we look at some further charts, you can see on the monthly, the stochastic RSI, the first time we dipped our head below this level, it took almost 600 days to recover. The second time, it took almost 400 days to recover. So maybe we can say, hey, it'll take at least 200 days to recover. Well, we just started, so there could be, quite a while to go in this bear market. Now, when we go back here, here's what I want to say. This 200 weekly moving average right now is at 22K. That's what you see all across social media. The 22K, we're not going below 22K. 22K, we're not going below. We're not going below. It's probably likely we're going below. Looking at the facts right now, it's more likely we're going below now. Will we have a short-term bounce to get everybody excited, potentially rally up into this area of 34, 36K for sure? For sure, Bitcoin is going to have some sort of little relief rally. Everybody's gonna get relatively excited, and then it's likely we're gonna dump further. Now, where would it bring us if we were to fall below like we did in 2020 and on the latter part of 2015, where they fell below by 30%? Where would that bring us? Let's take a look at this. And keep in mind, this line is rising every day. It's rising, but we'll just take a measured move from today just to see, like a 30 will bring you to about 15. So 14K 13.7 is a level that we've been talking about for many months as a likely scenario. 20K has a lot of play there. The 19.5, it's got a lot of levels, there are a lot of support, but there's more market structure at 13.7 at 14K. So that scenario could be likely. It's more likely that scenario plays out than a rally from here to new all-time highs just based on facts in the charts. But it's not a likely scenario that we come down very nicely at 22 and we never go below, because that's the one everyone's talking about and it's not based on logic. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you right back here on the next video piece. And love to the fellow underdogs. There's only one question left: when to sell your cryptocurrency. Click right here right now to find the 3 simple steps.